Some games you can blast through in just a single sitting and get a quick dose of accomplishment, but this isn't about those. These are the addictive, brain-occupying games that keep you up at night, grinding away with that ninth, okay, just one more round. So I've compiled a list of some of my personal favorites that I've been dumping hours into from the second half of 2023, and maybe you haven't even heard of some of these or didn't know if they're actually worth grabbing. If you want to fill up a lot of your free time and bathe in the escapism, some of these recommendations you could easily pile 100 plus hours into to see and do everything. Now let's get it started. I'm Alex, and if you happen to be new here, hey, hit subscribe. The first one is God of Weapons, and this is just on PC for right now, but I do have some console games coming up. This is an auto-firing roguelite with the hook of creating weapon and gear synergies by Tetrising them around into your expanding inventory. It's not just about what you cram into here, but it's also about how you link nearby modifiers or other weapons that combo together. I've played about a dozen of Vampire Survivor style games, like the most similar comparison to this, Brotato, but I find God of Weapons to have the best item building synergy system out of all of them, which makes it hard to put down. There's a staggering amount of things to unlock in this, and it's not just filler junk, it's good stuff you'll actually want to unlock. There's a lot of different classes that play quite a bit differently from each other, and meta progression tied to this gear unlocking mechanic that adds more items into your total arsenal as you complete certain objectives. An achievement hunter playstyle gets greatly rewarded here. On top of that are permanent statistical upgrades that apply to all your characters and higher difficulty tiers to try to survive through. So that's God of Weapons, and it's like only $5 or $6 or something, so it's a no-brainer to grab if you have a PC. Let's get this over to consoles though, it's worth it. Next on PC and Switch is the full 1.0 release of 30XX, or otherwise called my favorite Mega Man game. This is like a machine that spits out infinite Mega Man X style campaigns that are different each time. And if you're not into the permadeath aspect, there's Mega Mode, which gives you a more classic sequence of levels to progress through normally. Completely different campaigns each time you re-roll this mode as well. The level layouts are a sequence of hundreds of handcrafted micro segments seamlessly stitched together, which is a lot better than if it was all just randomly computer-generated platforming nonsense. This gives it the feel of a true Mega Man X style level, but with the element of unpredictability. You can do either of the two main modes in two-player co-op as well, or you can try to jump into the community-made levels. This has a full user-made level browser where you can play what people deem to be the best maps, or go risky and play the newest stuff that just got published. There's also a Mario Maker style level design tool in there as well, which is pretty easy to use. It's hard to find a quality action platformer out there with this amount of high replayability. The boss fights are solid, there's boss powers to accumulate, weapon modifiers to grab, and gear synergies to put together. I was already a fan of the previous game 20XX, but the sequel really takes the concept of infinite randomized Mega Man to the next level. Then we have Rungore, which just came out in PC Early Access, but it already has a good amount of content to dig into. Rungore is an auto-battler meets card RPG, requiring a bit more real-time focus since it's not turn-based. You can unlock the ability to slow down time though in its persistent upgrade system. Your character's cards, which are like bonus attack and defense moves, are played once and then they're gone, but you gain new cards after each fight. This makes the cards more like a resource that you need to carefully juggle up to the end of area boss. All of the character classes have completely different decks of cards, and there's more than just what I'm showing here, I haven't unlocked them all yet. So each character is like playing a whole new type of card combat game. If you haven't already noticed, I like games that have deep character building synergy systems, and Rungore is yet another one where the more your loadout feels like you're totally breaking the game, the better a time you're probably having. That's a quick look at Rungore. It's starting with a pretty solid foundation, and is one of the better card games to come out in 2023. Next is Disgaea 7 Vows of the Virtueless on PC, Switch, and PlayStation. Don't worry about all the other previous Disgaea games. This is the optimal jumping in point if you like tactics RPGs. Disgaea is known for being gargantuan in size, and half of the fun is being buried in menus, piled on with gear, team optimization, number crunching, and political manipulation of the rules themselves. One of the brand new systems in 7, which is the best gimmick the series has added in my opinion, is Jumbification, which lets you giga-size one of your characters. This temporary form gives you huge area of effect attacks on the map or direct hits to another jumbified enemy. So kinda like a big kaiju fight going on above the map while your regular soldiers fight it out down below. Other than the main maps in the story campaign, the real infinite content of Disgaea is in the item world. Every single item in the game is also a multi-layered dungeon, and the deeper you survive into it, the more that item is permanently improved. That's very addictive, and if you play games for the time-sinking escapism, Disgaea will completely smother you in 100+ hours of gooey RPG depth. Dude. Next on PC and Switch is Moonstone Island. This is a farming game meets Pokemon meets turn-based card RPG. You can capture and raise different monsters, which each have a unique deck of cards they can use in battle, depending on which elemental type they are. The gameplay loop is reliant on building out your best team by exploring further away islands, to then find new crops and resources, to then be able to craft more things back at home, to then progress the main quest line. This makes it so it's equally viable to spend an entire in-game day either chopping down trees, mining out a cave, fishing and talking to people, or you can go out and capture new monsters, level them up, complete dungeons, and take down bosses. Being able to do any, none, or all of that in a given day makes for a rewarding gameplay loop that you dictate. If you want a good relaxing adventure with RPG progression and some challenge to it, Moonstone Island shouldn't be overlooked. Alright, those were just some of the things I've been playing from the last few months, but let me know down in the comments or at BoomstickAlex on X if you've played any of these already, or if you plan to grab a specific one. Also, shout out to all the other games I put some time into that you saw in the intro of this video and here in the outro. There's a lot of good hidden gems out there that just need finding. Thanks for checking this out today. I'm Alex, and I'll see you next time.